for us that you pay as little as possible. We understand too the taxpayers do not like it when more money is going out than should be. But again, if we would weigh this out in conjunction with the premium savings, this far takes care of and outweighs the premium savings shown up there. As far as Fitzgerald, Clayton, James, and Gaston, again, Kathy did a great job talking about the fact that you have a new agent, a new agency on board, and we have significant services to offer as well. In addition to loss control personnel, we have a woman on staff who her job is to look at your mod, to find if there are any claims that could be taken out of there, any reserves that could be put down before your mod is calculated. And she also has certain dates during the course of the year that she will monitor things to see if we can't get that mod down a couple more points, which could mean a couple more $1,000s. To date, she has saved $600,000 for our clients, and we've only been tracking this for 5 years. So $600,000 savings by Margaret in 5 years is a pretty nice chunk of change. I'm going to pass out one other quick piece here. This piece goes over the various services that my company provides above and beyond Community Insurance Corporation. So we also have full-time in-house claims management that are available 24/7 to help with any claims that could come up. I mentioned the unit stat card filings that Margaret does, where she saved a significant amount of money. Mod Master is something she does also, again, to make sure everything is in line. And I believe you did have a situation a few years ago where something was misclassified, and it did mean a significant amount of dollars coming back to the village when that misclassification was corrected. Also, we do have some seminars throughout the course of the year. We offer 4 as an agency. Community Insurance offers an additional 4. So right there you have 8 seminars for free during the course of the year, all geared at keeping your claims low, so that in turn equates to a lower cost to you. One thing that bears mentioning too is Community Insurance has a deductible fund escrow account with a liability. And what that means is if your claims are lower than what we project, that money comes back to the village with interest. And that's something unique to Community Insurance. If you would think to go to a higher deductible, there are more funds available to pay claims, and that fund then would be a possibility of coming back to you with interest. But again, it depends on what your claims experience would be. One last piece, and then I promise I'll end. I know I had sent out a letter late on Friday from my kitchen table, actually, and hopefully all of you had a chance to review that. This is just kind of a piece to go along with the letter I sent out to Kathy and copied all of you in on. I wanted to bring up some of the training things that we have available that going forward I'm not sure if Wausau would have available. The big one would be the FATS machine, and that's the Firearms Training Simulator. That, I looked into it, and if you go and send your police department to a tech school, it's going to cost in the neighborhood of $12,000 plus, and that's if everybody can get in to train in the time I was figuring. I was trying to be conservative. If you're with Community Insurance, that machine is yours for 2 weeks, so that people can come in and train on it as they fit it into their schedule, so they're not taking extra time off for travel, they're not adjusting their schedule to tech schools, and that's something that I think is a very valuable plus in our column. We have policy differences as well. CIC's policy is geared for municipalities. That's all they do. They do public entities. So there are no exclusions in specific ISO wording that would limit your coverage. The biggest area I found that's going to drop you down to a reduction in coverage would be in the employee benefits liability. Sorry about that. Employee benefits liability. Right now is an endorsement, I believe, on the Wausau policy. And I speak with some knowledge because I worked for Wausau for the first 10 years of my career. From what I understand, they still endorse employee benefits liability onto their general liability policy. and they put $1 million maximum on it. Now that is a claims-made endorsement on an occurrence policy, and so with that being such, the underwriter we have working for us, who used to work for Wausau within the last year, said that the umbrella doesn't go over that. So quite frankly, you're going from $5 million in coverage for employee benefits liability down to $1 million, which is significant, and those claims are on the rise. So I do have on page 2 a number of questions you might want to ask if you are indeed set on changing carriers. At least it gives you some food for thought. And if you do decide to leave us this year, I certainly hope that the door will be open in the future. But I certainly would hope that what I've shown you and demonstrated to you might help you think to stay one more year. And if you do indeed want to take this to bid next year, that you wait out next year when you can really line up the different levels of benefits and coverage and limits, and also then weigh up the premium. So I thank you for your time, and I'll keep my fingers crossed.
Are there any questions for the insurance? You want to wait till the end? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Just a very brief hand, and I apologize for my voice. My name is Jim Beltman, 1737 Centennial Lane. That's in Racine, Wisconsin. I'm the agent for the Wausau Insurance Company. When I first contacted Kathy to visit with her on the insurance program, one of the things we talked about was not just the price of the program, which I know is very important, but also the services that are going to be provided. Wausau has been a municipal underwriter for the last between 50 and 60 years. We're one of the largest underwriters of not only workers' compensation, but municipal insurance in the state of Wisconsin. When Kathy and I went over our proposal, we spent probably an hour of the hour and 20 minutes that we had together talking about the services that Wausau will provide, and Wausau Signature Agency, which is the agency that I represent. I'm sorry I don't have all that material with me today, but I can touch a little bit on some of the highlights by the material that I've given you. As I mentioned, we insure over 150 municipalities in the state of Wisconsin. We provide all the coverages with the exception of the public officials and the crime coverage in the boiler with Wausau Insurance. Now, that means you'll be dealing with a Wausau underwriter who is a municipal underwriter. That's all they do. When you talk about our loss prevention folks, they're located out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I've already sat down with our loss prevention people to begin to lay out a plan of action that will work with you over the next year as relates to pick up where you are right now and bring other plans to the table for you. We also offer a wide variety of both webinars and seminars. We have our home office training program for our business insurance program, and we have specialized training specific for municipalities. This is a very large book of business for Wausau in the state of Wisconsin, and we have committed not only underwriters, but also loss prevention and claims management people. So the people that you'll be dealing with are municipal-only type of claim people and loss prevention. They'll also work on schools, but that's the extent of what they do. One of the numbers on number 3, we talked about how do we help you reduce your claims. That is our PPO savings. You might be familiar with that from your group health insurance. And what that says, if you utilize our network, and in southeastern Wisconsin, our network covers about 90% of the claims flow through our network. Last year, we had a 30.6% savings. What does that mean to you? It means fewer dollars paid. It means a lower experience modification factor, and it means we get your employees back to work quicker. That is our commitment to all of our compensation customers, and in Wisconsin, that is our driving line. We are a member of the we used to be. We're a member of the Liberty Mutual family of companies. We're an A-rated carrier. I think when you look at any insurance company, one of the things you have to be extremely comfortable with is the financial stability of the company. That tells you whether they have the dollars to pay not only dividends, but also provide the services and give you